Hi everybody, today the techniques which we are going to learn are called hatching, cross hatching, stippling and smudging. I shall demonstrate them to you. You can see them here in my sketchbook and we shall try and understand the process in a step-by-step manner. So let's begin with the one which we already know. So I'm using a 6B pencil and I am ensuring that the lead of the pencil is entirely on the paper, and here we go. So this is what we had done previously in our previous videos. What I have demonstrated here is a even tone. Artists are lateral thinkers and they like to see possibilities in everything. So when it comes to shading, they thought, how about having these tonal values in a different way, and that's how probably these different techniques have evolved over the years. So let's try and understand the first one, that is hatching. In this process, all that you need to do is have small lines at various angles which optically create a tonal value. Usually there are 3 to 4 small lines almost parallel to each other, and then you have a different angle. So it's fun. In order to help us understand, I have demonstrated this in a small square. Later, depending on the object of rendering, you can apply this. So what I meant by increasing tonal value is, in case we have darker lines, these help us view the object at a closer distance. So that's an optical illusion created. So this you could name as hatching. The next technique which I shall demonstrate is cross hatching. It's very similar to hatching, just that over and above these lines, you also have lines which go across them, and that's the reason why it's called as cross hatching. As these techniques are used for shading, they are usually done in a swift manner. So in a way, all activities related to art, visual art per se, are a wonderful example of your eye, hands and brain coordination. The second technique, cross hatching. Now we come to the third technique, that's called as stippling, wherein there are dots done from the tip of a pen or a pencil. As it will be difficult for us to see the dots done with a pencil, I am using a pen. It's almost like having minute grains of sand on a paper. The closer the dots, the denser the object will look. Or usually, that type of rendering is used to depict shadows, wherein the dots are very close to each other. So it looks dark. Simply put it, I am trying to create a square which has got a greater intensity of the dots. Stippling. And the last one, smudging. So smudging in a way is a step ahead of what we did as tonal value shading with a pencil. So you begin with shading and use a tissue paper or a cotton ball to smudge this tonal value. So I have taken cotton with me and all I am doing is smudging this tonal value. And that's how there is a variation in the visual impact of hatching, cross-hatching, stippling as well as smudging. And artists use these in abundance in order to create their works of art, whether it's a still life, whether it's a portrait, whether it's a landscape, and we shall see further applications in the following videos. Thank you.